Let's get ready to rumble!
Good morning. This is the New York session stream, taken as part of our Road to Funded series. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you get anything of value. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell because we are live every weekday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. That's 12:30 p.m. Nope, 1:30 p.m. West African time. With that being said, let's get into the charts. All right, good morning, y'all. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Made it to the end of the week. Thank God for that. Yesterday, not the best day, you know what I'm saying? Took a little L yesterday, took a little loss yesterday, but it comes with the territory. We made a little bit of a mistake that we really shouldn't have, which is not even a loss. We kept the we never put in our stop loss for our second positions, for our mitigation positions, and we lost a little bit more than we needed to there. But hey, these things happen. I guess they shouldn't be happening at this point, but hey, it happened, right? But yeah, man, we back on the charts. So yeah, I mean, yesterday's position we were looking at, I was looking at the position again, you know, trying to figure out, you know, if you know, my read was just wrong or the way I entered was wrong. But yeah, when I look back at it, given the way we entered, like, I would still enter the position if I could change anything. The only thing I would change would be where my stops are at, right? The only thing I would change would be where I place my stops, right? Because if you're getting in on a position, right? Because here's what we're looking at, right? Where is that level? Where is that level? Was it on the 4 or this one, right? I think it's this right here. All right, I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this level. I think it was this level right here, maybe. I love Thursday, right? Thursday. Or it's the, oh yeah, this level right here. Yeah, right. So you remember what we're looking for ultimately, right? We were looking for price to close below this level here, and because in what we were saying was that if we do not close below here, right, price might actually hold this as support and continue to drive us up, right? Because we have done that in the past, right? But we got into a position a little bit earlier, right? Because you see, we never actually closed below that level, right? So we got into a position a little bit earlier, right, due to the way price was forming on the lower time frames, sort of anticipating that drive down. So our mistake there was that if you're anticipating the move, if the move hasn't, you know, fully shown itself, right? If you don't have full confirmation of the move, right, you can't now keep your stops, right? Because my stops were at the 4-hour highs, right? When in reality we could just keep on pushing up, right? So like the only thing I would change about that position is where I put my stops, because technically, so if we took that position here, right, where was our stops? Our stops were, I believe, the 4-hour highs, right? So our stops were somewhere around here. All right, I forget where this top wick was previously, but our stops were somewhere around here. And in reality, well, would I have put my stops all the way up here? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. So you have one range there, and then you have your second range over there. So you would be looking at something like this. All right, so in reality, this should have been our stops. All right, this should have been our stops, and then we would have had wick entries around here, basically. So these should have been the two moves that we took right here. All right, this should have been our two moves right here. Boom and boom, right? and then once we start coming back down, we would have been able to, you know, close some type of partials here, probably close in profit, that type of thing. All right, so yeah, moving forward, right, we keep that in mind, right? If the move isn't exactly confirmed yet, if it's not confirmed yet, you want to give price a little bit of room to breathe, right? Because at that point you're making a speculation and you want room for error, right? You want room for error when because if price isn't already saying, okay, I'm ready to go, it might just do a whole lot more gymnastics before it actually pushes, right? So you want to leave some room for error for that, right? But yeah, that's that trade though, right? That's in the past. We're done with that trade. Now we are looking forward to today's trade. Nice little Friday. All right, nice little Friday. Let's see if we can't get a little dub on a Friday, huh? See if we can't get a little dub on a Friday. All right, boom. So starting off with a monthly here, right? As always, everything's still the same pretty much. So you have your top wick now, right? So we're looking to the left here and we're saying, okay, price closed below 190, right? Price closed below 190 level. If you're looking to drive down now, right, fill this rest of the range to 186, where are we expecting our top wicks, right? Look to the left, you see a top wick here at 192, right, which is where we actually have just tapped into and started to reject, right? So we got our top wick at 192, and if you start to push beyond 192, you have potentially 195.4 around those areas, right? So yeah, we'll see what wants to happen here. Just because we did have this initial rejection doesn't mean that we're now just gonna start to melt. We might actually start coming back up to make a steeper top wick, right? You never know, right? But we'll see what happens with that. Moving on to the weekly. So weekly, we have our level, right? Coincides nicely with the monthly here. Got our level coinciding nicely with the monthly here. Yeah, so on the weekly you closed or previous week you closed bullish, right? Previous week you closed bullish. Current weekly, now you've made a top wick and now it looks like you're hovering around these areas, right? If you close back up into this range, I can't really say, yeah, I can't really say for sure whether that means you're gonna drive up or not. But what I will say though, I think if you close back into this range without filling this range up here, because you look to the left here, you see almost every single time you actually come into this range and drive from this support, you've already tapped into this level, right? Now here, you never actually tapped into that level, right? You sort of stopped in between or in the middle of the range here. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this, right? It'll be interesting to see how this weekly candle closes. I can't really say. Give me 1 second, yo. All right. My fault, y'all. All right. So it's weekly. All right. Weekly now we've made a top wick at 192. All right. If this weekly ends up closing inside the range, you do have this opportunity, or you do have a scenario where you might, next week then come down, create a bottom wick and drive up, right? Similar to all of these, right? Came back into the range, bottom wick, drove up, right? Let me see. Yeah, so into the range, bottom wick, drove up, right? Here you close respecting this level of support, bottom wick, drove up. So I mean, if you do end up closing inside this range during this week, or for this weekly candle, there is a good chance you're gonna continue to drive up. But yeah, we'll see, right? We'll see. Yeah, I think there's really not much else I can say about that, to be honest. There's really not much else I can say about that. You have your intermediary level here. Got your intermediary level here. Yeah, so price is currently still forming above this intermediary level, right, which we have driven up from in the past. So what I would say is, if you do end up coming down here, for the rest of today, and you actually close bearish below 188.675, most likely you're gonna if you don't do it now, if you don't do it today, you're gonna feel the rest of this range next week, right? You're gonna feel the rest of this range next week. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. All right, daily now. Daily. Moving on to the daily time frame. So you have your levels here coinciding nicely on the daily as well with the weekly. Previous daily closed bearish. Right, previous daily closed bearish. Just unfortunate we're on the wrong end of that bearish closure. Yeah, so previous daily closed bearish, and you're closing bearish below this level of resistance here, right? Yep, closing bearish below that level of resistance. You've already tapped into the lows of this range, give or take, right? Yeah, give or take, you've already tapped into the lows of the range. Yeah, this level that you're currently, let me see. Yeah, so you're already tapping into the lows of this range, so into this support right here, right? You look to the left here, rejection from this support, right? Most times you close bearish at this support, you end up driving up, right? So here you close bearish, drove up, close bearish, drove up, right? Yeah, so if you're gonna mirror these moves here, you're most likely gonna close bullish today, right? You're most likely gonna push up and close bullish, but that's just a possibility, right? It's not something that price is saying it's definitely gonna do, right? It's just a possibility. So we'll see exactly what happens with that. Yeah, so yeah, now you're currently rejecting this 189.734. We'll see what happens. To be honest, taking sells today, if we are gonna look for sells, you probably want to see a top wick towards 191.116 first, right? And then potentially start looking for some sells, right? Because this level you're rejecting, this is a pretty strong level, right? It's a pretty strong level. So even if you come down here, you might just come down to create a steeper bottom wick to actually tap more convincingly into 189.734, right? You might just make that steeper bottom wick and then reject immediately. So that's something you want to keep in mind. Moving on to the 4 hour then. This daily. So that is that's the intermediary level. So on the 4, let me see. Okay, so You got resistance there, so you're respecting resistance. Say that support over there. Okay. Wow. All right, cool. Yeah, so this previous 4-hour close respecting, right? Previous 4-hour close respecting this level right here, right? This level of resistance right here, which we have driven down from in the past, right? Yeah, so you're closing respecting that level of resistance, and it's not the first time either, right? So you're sort of forming this range in between 190.768 and 190, right? So you're sort of forming that range now. What you could do here is, I mean, if this next 4-hour closes bearish as well, good chance you do continue to drive down, especially if you close below what, let me see, I'm pretty sure there are intermediary levels here, or smaller levels, so to speak. Yeah, so I'd say closure below 190.473. yeah, so closure below 190.473 on the 4-hour, you should be good to continue to drive down, right? Especially if you come up for a top wick towards 191.192, right? I mean, we close below here. If we come up with no bottom wick, I'd be willing to take these weak entries right here. For sure, I'll be willing to take those wick entries, but for now, we just have to wait and see. For now, we just wait and see. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. All right, cool. Let's see what happens here. So we got the overall level of support down there. We got some intermediary levels in here. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna just clear this out, to be honest. Let's clear that out for now. Clear this out for now as well. All right, bet. Let's see what's shaking here. Let's see what happens. All right, going on to the hourly now. Moving on to the hourly. So the hourly, let me see, this 4-hour time. Okay. Let me push this up here. Yeah, so this range right here is almost a no trade. Yeah, this range right here is almost a no trade range. It's between 191.2 to 190.85. right? I don't see us taking any positions in there, right? So we're gonna have to wait for price to either, you know, reject off a level there or push through and close above 191.192. Yeah, because that's the 4-hour level as well, right? That's the 4-hour level that we're potentially looking for our, you know, rejections, right? Which is also a daily level, I believe, right? Yep, that's the daily level as well. So yeah, let's see what happens here. So yeah, pretty much buys. I'm not really seeing any buys unless we close above 191.192. And then sells, well, we'll see. So let me say, put this hourly right here. Yeah, I don't even know what you would want to take inside this range. It's a choppy range. It is a choppy range, man. Yeah, the whole thing mad choppy. Yeah, you're looking at the 4. You look at the 4, it's like, you look at the 4 and it's not so bad on the 4. Yeah, it's not so bad on the 4, but yeah, I guess you could look at it like this. Yeah, that works too. 190.328. Yeah, that works too, I guess. That works as well. All right, cool. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. You do have some ranges you can play here. You do have some ranges you can potentially play here. But again though, closer below 189.963, you should be able to continue to drive down. I don't see why you wouldn't, to be honest. Because yeah, this is clean range coming down. Right, that's clean range coming down that level. That's pretty clean range coming down that level, and you do still have some range to fill, right, on the 4 hour as well if you close below there. And then you're closing bearish. Yeah. Let's see what happens. This hourly is about to close. Let's see where this hourly closes. If this hourly closes respecting 19.594 here, you might start to see that push price up. Right, you might start to see that push price up, but we'll see. We will see. All right, cool. We know what we're looking for. Now we just need entries, yeah. All right. Okay, let's see. News. Do we have news? Today is Friday. We got NFP. Okay, we got NFP Friday, huh? Nice. We got NFP, and then we got a speech at 12:30. So yeah, we should see some volume today. We should see some volume today. Yeah, so yesterday's loss put us back about $90. Put us back minus 90 now. You know what I'm saying? This chart is very what's the word? Discouraging, huh? But hey, that's the name of the game, man. That's the process. Trust the process. You just gotta trust the process. Ay. All right, let's see. Couple minutes left for this hourly closure. Couple minutes left. So I'm not looking for anything inside this range. At least not until the 4-hour close. And even then, I don't know. But like right now, I don't see us taking anything inside this range right here. I don't see it happening. So we're either gonna look for price. So when I say we're not taking anything inside this range, I mean we're not expecting like a closure inside this range and then taking the buys up, right? We might take wick entries, right? We might tap into 191.192 and now I'll take a sell right there, right? That type of thing. But in terms of forming inside the range, nah, not really. To be honest, if we close above into this range, I'm not taking any wick entries, right? I'm not taking anything. So yeah, we'll see how this forms here. We will see how this forms. All right, there goes our hourly closure. There goes our hourly closure there. Yeah, for the most part, this is gonna just be a waiting game, to be honest with you. For the most part, this is gonna be a waiting game. It is a Friday though. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm saying it's a Friday, but it is a Friday. It is in fact a Friday. Yeah, so we're just gonna let this do what it's doing. All right, we're just gonna let this do what it's doing for now, and we will be around. All right, let's see. All right, we're back. 30 minutes is closed. 30 minutes just closed and just opened up. We got news. We got news on that 30. Let's see. So I'm not really interested in, I wonder what gold's doing. Okay, we got NFP. Not doing much currently. Not really doing much currently. Well, my fault. Yeah, so news driving us down right now. All right, look at that 30. Wow, look at that 30. Look at the top wick on that 30. You're currently dropping down now on news. This 5 minute most likely gonna close bearish here. Is that enough for an entry? I mean, this 4 hour is definitely pretty good, right? You want to see rejection from that 4 hour level. Now the 5 minute coming down here. If we were gonna take our sells, where are we taking those sells towards? That's the question, right? Yeah, but you see, you still have this level of support right here. You want to be wary of, right? You want to be careful taking the sells prematurely here, right? And you opened up, yeah, you ended up closing respecting, opened up no top wick on that 5. But if this is news, if news is what is driving this down, or the volume from news, right, then I mean, it's just gonna go, right? Doesn't really need a top wick, which is what it's doing right now. But unfortunately, we don't really have entries off that. We don't really have any entries off of that. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, yeah, currently rejecting, not much going on here. Most likely we're gonna wait for at least a 15-minute closure, right? Gonna wait for at least a 15-minute closure. In terms of taking positions off of 15 close, let me see. I don't really see it. I don't really see it, to be honest. I don't really see it. So right now, all I have in my mind right now is this closure below 189.963, right? That would be the most ideal closure here, because you can close below there on the 4 hour now, for instance. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to come back here. So you got your stops at these highs, and then you can just start taking your sells, right? Or even better, you close below that level, right? You start to push up with no bottom wick. You push up all the way to 191.192. I'll take a wick entry, right? But what are the odds of that happening, right? That's pretty it's asking a lot from the markets, to be fair. It's asking a lot from the markets. All right, man, I'm be right back. Bye. I'm gonna wait for the 15-minute close here, see what going. And yeah, I mean, it's a Friday, so you know, If we start pushing some hours, start pushing that 9 o'clock around there, we start pushing that, then hey, my fault. Yeah, we start pushing those hours, 10, sorry, 9, yeah, we start pushing like 10 o'clock. We don't see anything, we're just gonna call it a week. I'm not even gonna stay on the charts, to be honest. We already had a loss yesterday, you know what I mean? No need to overtrade today. So yeah, man, let's see what happens though. Let's see what happens. Yeah, all right, cool. I'll be right back. We're gonna wait on the 15-minute close here. It's gonna wait on the 15-minute close. Y'all vibe out. All right, we back. So we just closed on the 1 second. So we just had a 15-minute closure. We just had a 15-minute closure there. How do we close? We close bearish, respecting, right? Bearish still respecting this level of support, right? This intermediary level. I'll probably even push this down here, to be honest. All right, so close bearish, still respecting. So no entries for us quite yet. So this is gonna be a hourly close, 4-hour close type of trade, right? If we even get a trade to take. The way you want this hourly to close for you to even consider the sells here, you want to close below 190.512, right? Again, ideal is a closure below 189.963, right? But that would mean this is already pushed, right? If that's the case, I mean, if it pushes, it pushes, right? C'est la vie, innit? Well, not say la vie, because we're gonna look to get involved with the back end of the push, right? Your stops are gonna be a little bit high, right? Gonna have like 100 pip stops, give or take, but it is what it is. All right. Yeah, I've been shortchanging my stops recently, all right? Well, like where I know really I should have my stops, I don't put my stops there. Just, you know, sort of the trade is a little bit more profitable, you know. But yeah, that's not exactly good practice. It's not exactly good practice. But yeah, let's see what happens now. Now we're gonna wait for this hourly 4-hour to close, and we'll move from there. Yeah. In terms of taking anything sooner than the 4-hour close, yeah, as much as I want to be in the, because the sooner you're in the move, right? If we're gonna melt, say we're gonna just drive down for the day, right? The sooner you're in the move, the better, no? Right? The sooner you're in the move, the better. That's a better vantage point. But at the same time, you are pushing up. You remember what I said earlier? You might just come down, create a steeper bottom wick here, and then drive back up, right? You might just come down to 189.72 and then just, you know, reverse, right? Start driving back up. So you want something that says, oh yeah, most likely you're gonna, even if you tap into that level again, which is a higher time frame level, you're gonna just push through it, right? And closure below this range, you see this range that just formed, the closure below this, you're not just gonna push back up, right? You close below all of this, you're not just gonna push back up and start flying, right? That doesn't even make sense. If that happens, then I don't know. Then I just don't know about price action. Then I'm gonna have to rethink my whole strategy, you know. But yeah, so we'll see what happens there. Most likely, well, not most likely, we are gonna wait for the 4-hour close. If you start closing, say below 19.328, I mean, you can take that, like say this 5, right? Say this next 5 pushes down last second, you close inside this range, you can take that, but I wouldn't really advise it. Yeah, being early in the position is always good, right? You always want to catch the position early, but yeah, if you're risking that before, before confirmation, right? If you're getting in there before confirmation, then you're gonna have to manage that position like a motherfucker, right? So literally, as soon as the candle closes, if it's not what you can't even give it time to develop, right? Because the way you entered, it hasn't even started developing, right? So you're not even waiting for it to develop because it hasn't even started, so if you get in prematurely, you get in prematurely, a candle closes, if it doesn't look like what you think it should look like, you got to close that position immediately. All right, so that's more of a gamble than it's more of a gamble than a position, I would say, or than an entry. So it's more of a gamble than an entry, right? Because you're basically just gambling on price doing what you think it's gonna do. Well, I guess that's what every position is, right? You've done an analysis, and your analysis is saying price is gonna do X, Y, Z. You know what I mean? The only difference is, you actually wait. Even though you think price is gonna do X, Y, Z, you wait for something that physically shows, you know what I'm saying? That physically shows price is ready to do X, Y, Z. I don't know if that makes sense, but makes sense to me, I guess. But yeah, man, so that's the 5-minute close, and we got 10 minutes left here for an hourly close, 4-hour close as well. Oof. The music is loud. I never reduced the music, huh? But yeah. Let's see what happens. Lord have mercy. We drop in there, huh? That's interesting. What did that go off of? The 5? So the 5 did close below. Alright, 5 did close below. This is 14 pips. Oh, interesting, huh? Interessant. Alright, so we're making our way down here. We got 3 minutes left for this hourly to close. Let's see how we close. Let's see how we close. I would actually prefer a closure below. I mean, we've already come all the way down here, right? So I'd prefer we continue to push down. All right, I would prefer that we continue to push down, because based off of how we moved yesterday, today's a Friday, based off of how we moved yesterday, you close below inside this range. Yeah, I'm taking that off rip. I'm taking those cells off rip. Your stops are a little wide though, I'm not gonna lie. Your stops are a little wide here. Stops are a little wide. I would not. Yeah, nah, if we close respecting this support, I'm gonna need. Yeah, nah, if we close respecting this support again, yeah, I'm gonna need a closure below, one way or the other, right? Whether it's a 15-minute, 30-minute, whatever it is, I'm gonna need some type of closure below. If we don't close below, we just continue to melt. Yeah, we'll see. Because given how we think, or given how we're assuming this weekly wants to end up here, I do think we are trying to go down long term. So given that fact, this weekly would need to close bearish, right? That weekly would need to close bearish. 30. So coming down here, it's these highs right here, you know. Say no more. All right. Okay, let's get ready here. Let's get ready. Let's get ready here. A couple seconds left. We got a couple seconds left. We've got a couple of seconds left. So once we close, I'm gonna be in this position. Once we close, I'm gonna be in this position. I just need a top wick. 191.19, 191.233. Okay, there goes your closure. There goes our closure. We still have no top wick. I want to make a top wick. All right, so I'm gonna get in this in one of two ways. We either take out the lows, right? We take out the lows of the current hourly, or if we come up to let me say, yeah, we come up to 190.328, I'll take that as well. I'll take the wick entries there as well. I would actually prefer the wick entries, to be honest. Let everything, let us breath. Praise the Lord. Okay, you're coming up here. You are coming up here. I would very much like this wick entry right here. That would be great. That would be fantastical. Yeah, because this range is clean. I'm not too worried about this range, to be honest with you. I'm not in the least bit worried about that range, actually. So we're still coming up here. Our first entry is gonna be, let me see this. I mean, you have wicks going up, you got wicks here, you already passed that. Yeah, our first entry is gonna be here at 190.21. So that's where we're currently approaching. That's gonna be our first entry. This is what, 191.192. Give or take, you tapped into that level, right? Let's get closer to that level and we'll look to get into the position. Yeah, we take out those highs again. I'll take a sell right there. How's the 5 looking? Yeah, it's a first 5-minute closer. All right, so first 5-minute closure here. Let's see. Okay. Coming up here. 5 by the close. And do 5 by the close. So we took out that high. I'm just gonna wait for this 5 minutes to close. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, boom. There goes your 5-minute closure. Right there. As soon as we flip, I'm gonna be in there. Alright, right there, I just took a sell. Just took a sell right there. Just took a sell right there. If we continue to drive up from that position, if we continue to drive up from there, our next level for the sells are going to be, or is going to be, so you have this level here. All right, you already closed below. Highly doubt you're gonna just kill that whole range. You're gonna need to come back for some type of support, right? Yeah, you're not gonna kill this whole range. You're not gonna kill this whole range. So this is a potential. So where we're currently rejecting from, that's our first potential level of rejection there. And then let me see. Let me see. I'm just thinking because, like, in terms of mitigation, right? In terms of mitigation positions here, right? Just in terms of mitigating this position, if you were to come up, if you were to continue coming up, right? Okay, I think this works. This works right here. This works right here. Okay, yeah, I've seen my second level of for a mitigation position. That would be this right here. All right, cool. All right, so this is what we're looking at. This is what we're looking at. This is what we're looking at. Now my TPs are all the way down there, right? That does not mean, you know, actually fool me once, right? Let me put in my stops. Let me just put in my stops real quick. So stops at 191.23. Then 188.523. 8.523. All right, cool. So yeah, this is the move we're currently looking at. Yeah, so we'll see how this 15 closes, right? If 15 closes bullish, you might start to see price, you know, come up for a steeper top wick, but really nothing is confirmed until the hourly close, right? If this next hourly doesn't close bearish, you have a problem, because then now you have a fake out. Yeah, now you have a fake out. I mean, as long as you close respecting this level here, this 190 point, so this level right here, this 190.225, as long as you close respecting that level, you're chilling, right? You're chilling. And actually, I'm gonna hold off on taking any mitigation positions until we actually close respecting, right? So if this hourly, say this hourly comes up, or say we don't drive down anytime soon, as long as we close respecting this level here, I'm then gonna look to take some mitigation positions, right? Depends on how we come up as well, but we'll see, right? We will see. But if this is gonna drive down though, I don't think you should have any issues here flipping on this hourly if you are gonna drive down. So as soon as we flip on this hourly, we're gonna move our stops to break even. We have some good entries here, right? We have pretty decent entries. I would say you could also take, actually I will take the flip as well. So if we flip, I'm gonna take that as well. I'm gonna move my other position to BE, and I'm gonna take this flip as well. Yeah, I'm gonna take the flip, and I'm gonna take the flip for minimum risk. So I'm not gonna take the flip for full risk. I'm gonna take the flip for minimum risk, and my TPs are gonna be somewhere here. Yeah, it's a lot more of a smaller move. It's the 4 hour. Well, nah, it doesn't need to be there. I could put it a little bit higher. Yeah, so that's this 4 hour. So this is where's the hourly? The hourly would still be this, no? Yeah, the hourly would still be this. All right, cool. This would be my second position here, and I would take that with minimal risk. Okay, that is 191.016. 191. Actually, no. If I'm gonna have my stops all the way up there, there's no point in getting in this position. All right? So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna wait for this 15 to close. Gonna wait for this 15 to close. If we close bearish on this 15, I'm gonna take a sell with, I'm gonna take another sell. All right, I'm gonna take another sell with a lot of a tighter stop loss. But right now I'm gonna move my initial position to break even. Right, I'm gonna move the initial position to break even, make it a risk-free trade. Right, boom. So now we're home free. If we're gonna melt, we're gonna melt. Yeah, if we're gonna melt, we're gonna melt. I'd say start looking to take out TPs probably around 189.49, around these areas. All right, and we'll see. I'll be right back though. I do wanna get involved if we do close bearish on this 15. I do want to take a second position, but I'll be right back. Okay, now let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so 15-minute closed bullish, so no bueno on that one. All right, no bueno on that one. No bueno on that one. So remember what I said about this daily, right? This daily could literally just come down, create a steeper bottom wick, and then start to drive back up. What did we just do on the daily? We just came down, created a steeper bottom wick, and now we started to drive back up, right? Does it mean it's gonna be a sustained drive back up? Not necessarily, we don't know. But this 15 did close bullish, right? This 15 did close bullish. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just let this keep going. I have no reason to take any additional positions here, right? I don't really have any reason to take any additional positions. This 15-minute close above. I mean, I would say if you took the position and you just want to, you know, get out with some profits for the end of the week, you're already 20 pips in profit, right? 17 pips, give or take. Might as well close out right now, because with this 15 closing bullish like this, high chance we come back to tap into our break-even point, right? High chance we tap into our break-even point, which is, hey, c'est la vie, right? C'est la vie. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it. let's see how that plays out. Let's see if we survive this pullback here. Let's see if we survive this pullback. All right, yo. What is that? That is BE. That is BE, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. Yeah, so I mean, we did close inside this range. We did close inside this range on the hourly. I guess you're not. Yeah, I don't know. You did close inside this range. It's pretty clean to the left here, right? So yeah, the fact that we're not driving down now, maybe that's the top wick we were looking for, right? Maybe that's the top wick again we were looking for. Tapped into that again. Maybe now we start to drive down potentially. I'll stick around for the 30-minute. I'll stick around for the 30-minute close, and if we do end up closing bearish on the 30, I'll take the sells and put my stops at these highs. But if we do close bullish, I'm gonna call it a day, call it a week, and yeah, we'll go from there. But let me update the record though. Let me update the record. So monthly, we up 2 for the BE, up 2 for the BE, trades taken, GJBE, and record, we got 67. All right, cool. Let's see what wants to happen now. We got 30-minute closure in 5 minutes. Yeah, we close above, I'm gonna take it. We close above, we close below. All right, close below, and I'll take those sells. We close above. Yeah, can't really do anything with a closure above, right? Yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'll also look at 10 o'clock though. If the hourly does end up closing bearish, I'll still take a sell, but I'm not gonna be here till 10. All right, let's see. All right. Okay, so we came back to our point of entry, give or take, and yeah, let's see how this 30 closes, and we will get back in there. And now our stops are gonna be up here, because if we're not gonna drive, we're not gonna drive. Okay. All right, let's take out those lows on the 30. Take out the lows on the 30 and we'll be in there. We take out the lows and we're in there. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. Let's take out these lows, we're in there. We took out these lows, we're in there. But looking at what the daily looks like, given how close that level of support is, we might not drive past. And not in there yet. Not in there yet. Not in there yet. Let's see a flip. Let me see a flip. And okay. So right there, I just took a sell. Just took a sell right there. Yeah, as soon as you take out those lows, this is clean range down here. I don't know why you wouldn't drive through. If you don't, then you don't, I guess. So take out those lows. Can we take out those lows? Did we take out those lows? Almost, barely, maybe not. Oof, look at that. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, let me put in my stops, bro. Fool me once, shame on me. 190.472, 190. All right, let's see. Hopefully this sort of plays out quickly, because I do have to bounce. I do have to leave in a bit. Hopefully this plays out quickly, either in our favor or against, whichever way it wants to go. Hopefully it does it quick. All right, let's see. All right, we're about to have our first 5 closer. If this 5 closes bullish, yeah, if this 5 closes bullish above this level, we close bullish above this level, I'm gonna close the position. Bomba. Let's see. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Still pushing up here. Still pushing up. Couple seconds left. And 40 seconds. Longest 40 seconds of my life right here, man. Longest 40 seconds of my life. Let me see. It's hourly, man. Yeah. This would be a generational fake out right here. This would be a generational fake out because I don't know why. Well, I guess I do know why. I guess it is the daily level. I guess it is the daily level. So we have our entry, right? There's no problem with the entry. I have no issues with the entry. But I guess this daily level might be doing a lot more than I thought it would initially. Okay, cool. So I think the 5 just closed. 5 just closed, no top wick, right? 5 closed, no top wick. If we're still in this position by the time we flip, so my stops are here. This is where my stops are, 190.47. So if we flip on this candle, I'll move my stops to these highs and then c'est la vie, right? But if not, that's the position, right? We get stopped out. Bomba clot. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see. And can we actually flip on this 5? Maybe. As much as I would like to say I'm gonna take a mitigation position if we flip on the 5, yeah, that would be very presumptuous of me. Very presumptuous. Can we actually flip on this 5? Can we flip on this 5? Yeah, I gotta dip too. I gotta go as well, unfortunately. Can we flip on this 5? All right, you know what? I actually have to bounce. I actually have to bounce. But what I'll do, I'm gonna just keep this running. I'm gonna keep this open, right? We flip on this 5. Once you close bearish on this 5 minute, I can't even advise you taking a mitigation position, right? But if you're gonna salvage this, no, here's the thing. If the hourly is gonna drive down, it's gonna drive down. All right, if the hourly is gonna drive down, it's gonna drive down. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just put my TPs. I'm gonna set, because I have to leave right now. I'm gonna set my TPs to 189.49. Oh, hold up. 189.49. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna set. What the fuck was that? Yeah, I'm gonna set my TPs to 189.49, and I'm gonna dip for a little bit. What you want to do, you want to go break even. I'd say, well, two things. I'd say wait for the 15 to close. If the 15 closes below, you're chilling, right? But if the 50 closes above, like this, inside this range, I mean, hey, at that point it's 50-50. Right, it's 50-50. I mean, we're coming up to our stops right now, so we might even get stopped out as I'm talking, right? But yeah, I'm a dip for a little bit. I gotta dip for a little bit. Gotta get some work done. Off the charts. So AFK. Okay. In position. All right, bet. So yeah, I'm gonna dip for a little bit. Y'all vibe out. Hopefully Hopefully we start to reject and come back down. If not, say la vie, it is what it is, in it. All right, so right now let me show y'all. We're literally just kissing my stops, right? We just whispered in my stops ear and started coming back down, right? So hey, we'll see. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even manage this position until the hourly close, because I mean, as long as this hourly is open, you can still flip bearish, right? But yeah, we'll see. All right, bet. Y'all vibe out. I'll be back in, say, maybe an hour. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Never mind. All right, yo, we just hit stops. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, I gotta go back to the drawing board. I don't know what's going on. It's the second loss in a row. Yeah, shit. I must be doing something wrong. Must be looking at something wrong. But hey, that's the name of the game, man. That's the name of the game. All right, put that on the record real quick. Monthly. It's another loss for the month. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Record 21. Cool. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We back again next week. I'm gonna take the weekend to, you know what I'm saying, analyze our strategy again. Yeah, we're on a little bit of a losing streak right now. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know what I'm not looking at correctly here. Yeah, maybe it is this daily level. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. See y'all next week. Thank you.